Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. As always, the support is much appreciated. Guys, big show today, big show, right? We're still talking about the Reggae Girls. We have to continue talking about the Reggae Girls. The Reggae Girls are off to the final round of what, well, no, I shouldn't say the final round, but it's the round that will decide who goes to the World Cup and who does not, right? After topping their group in relatively impressive manner, right? So we have to talk about a number of things. We have to talk, well, this particular show is about, fleshing out what took place overall in the just concluded round with the Reggae Girls, and also, just looking at the way forward, what we foresee and what we hope to foresee in the upcoming round with the Reggae Girls. A big round, a round that will decide, who goes to the World Cup and who goes home. And of course, to help me flesh out all things Reggae Girls, we have to, link with the intra boss, and the Reggae Girls boss, you know. She's I like to call her the leading authority when it comes to all things Reggae Girls. Such, is her knowledge and, vast expertise on the subject matter. I promised her an amazing intro. I hope that will suffice. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Crystal Davis from Talawa TV.
You're something else.
Was that good enough, Crystal?
Yes, it was applaudable. Love it.
Any, anywhere close to what you normally give me? The quality
Levels
of
above.
introduction?
Levels
No,
above.
no, no, no.
Levels above.
The intro they did lame, Crystal.
It
The intro
wasn't.
they
No,
did
it
lame,
wasn't.
Crystal.
It definitely wasn't. It wasn't. It's because you're thinking too much. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with the intro, but I think you're thinking too much. But I like it. Well, guys in the
Yeah,
comment section probably like it as well, but I definitely like it.
you're too much in my head, Crystal, because me I try to outdo you, Crystal. That is what is taking place. I'm trying to outdo you. Um, hold on there. I could drop the big sound again.
Yes, I like that. Set the tone. I like that. I like that. I
No,
definitely like that.
I
That's
need
actually my
to.
favorite sound from all the selections.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can do some research on how to get more music. Cause I actually have some music that I downloaded from other platforms.
Yeah,
Just gonna try and see if like I can upload it
yeah.
to, I don't know how to do it. I was fooling around with it the other day, but I not really figure it out as yet. But because it would be good to have, more variety. Because it's not really the StreamYard. I don't know if I don't know if when you upgrade the StreamYard plan, it
Mm.
have like more options.
Well, not from my knowledge. So if I go into my StreamYard, I don't actually
You
think we do, but let's give it a go quickly. I'll be quick. Okay,
you
I'm
you have the
already.
basic one or the
No,
upgraded one?
I have basically the highest one that they have.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure if I go in because remember it's a new feature, so I have the same
yeah.
number of songs as you. And oddly enough, if you scroll down, there isn't even a button that allows you to add music. So you know how you can add videos and add your layer. There is nothing there to add music.
Hmm.
See, there's no option. You just play and stop. So I think maybe they're probably just testing it out with us to see if how frequently it's used and maybe the reviews, and they probably make it a little bit more expansive as it goes. But I like it. It's a lovely option.
Yeah. No, I think it has a different flavor to
Yeah,
the
I like it.
live
It's very
streams for
soothing.
sure.
Very
For
soothing.
sure. Hold on, let me just. All right, cool. Yeah, it only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs.
Yeah,
When
it's
I,
not.
when I understand how them things that 8 songs could have suffice.
It's not. It's absolutely not. It's poor. It's poor
Yeah.
to be honest. But hopefully they change it because, like you said, it's nice back then. It's not even nowhere near what's expected. Given how I mean, the platform itself is growing, isn't it? It's grown.
Yeah.
Like definitely in the
Yeah.
pandemic, it's grown. Like gone through the roof. So they need to do something
I
different.
know.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, iron it out a bit and give us something better.
They definitely need to add an option of being able to upload music to it.
100%, 100%, 100%.
All right. Sorry for I know me and Crystal get caught up in our own little world from time to time. Good day to everybody. Thanks for being here. We're talking Reggae Girls. The exciting Reggae Girls team. Just a shout out to everyone in the comment section. Malik Mills, big up boss, big up Malik, big up. This is definitely one of Crystal's biggest supporters.
That's
for
my
sure.
boy.
I don't think Crystal introduced her to my channel though. I don't think Malik knew about my channel before. No lie, I've seen him. No, to be fair, I think I've seen a couple of comments over a good period of time.
Yeah, he loves Jamaican football, so you must have seen him around.
Yeah.
One. Mr. 1-1. That's
big
a
up,
cute baby. Whose baby is that? That's a cute baby.
Yo, you don't say all the time. I always say that. I mean,
he's a so adorable baby with a little they got a little flat cap. He's cute. If it's a he, I don't know, but he or she is just a beautiful little baby.
Yeah, that's true. It kinda difficult to tell sometimes.
Yeah. Adorable though.
I go out on a limb and say that's a boy.
Yeah, I'm going with that because there's no earrings. Usually, we put in little earrings just to make it crystal clear, but we could be wrong. But nevertheless, it's a cute little baby, a little flat cap.
If that baby was a girl, woman would be doing that baby a terrible injustice by dressing up that baby as a boy.
Maybe that's it. Maybe Wun don't want nobody looking at his little princess. Run where people can look for them little princess.
So run with the little boy them in a circle.
Exactly. Run them way, yes. But it's like, see there, Formula, hot chili.
Oh God, yo, I really have to start. I don't know. I think people want me to rebrand my channel for real.
Talk to your audience. Ask your audience. Is it Formula? I like TheFormulaSports. It's so fancy. I love it. Big up yourself, Mr. Woodward.
Oh God, yes. Yo, you see what you should call it now? When something happens spontaneously, it's just an error in spelling, and all of a sudden my name Family.
Formula.
Oh God.
So when Jamaican people give you a nickname, it stick.
Yeah. Especially countryman. Like I have relatives that I thought what I was calling them
was their right
throughout my life was their right name. Because that's a thing with especially country nicknames too, Country nickname them sound like real names.
Yeah.
So I had relatives, uncles that I'm calling names, and like when me a big man, me find out say, yo, them people actually name that like another of them name.
They probably don't even remember their real name. They probably call them and they're wondering who is that? Who you calling?
Seriously.
Don't use their real name. It's funny.
Seriously. All right. So 10 minutes of me and Crystal just having a little bit of fun, and we're gonna have even more fun right now because Reggae Girls content is I love talking about the Reggae Girls, right? It's very exciting talking about the Reggae Girls. So I want to talk a bit about what took place in this round with the Reggae Girls, especially with what took place in the Dominican game. I know some of Crystal's views on the Dominican game, not all though. So I think, you know what? First of all, before we talk about the Dominican game, before we get into the round, let me just give our big reggae girl a big shout out. So I don't know if you guys are seeing the screen right now. Let me remove the comment so you guys can see. There you go. So guys, this is the CONCACAF team of the round. And you see who is the first name you see on the team of the round, guys? Shaw, Meyer, Flores head up World Cup qualifying best 11. So we have to give a big shout out to Bonnie Shaw, right, for making the CONCACAF 11, the best 11 for the round. So, by the way, she put her as a midfielder though, which is very, very strange.
Put her quite deep.
Yeah, that's strange. So the goalkeeper is Jasmine Armstrong from Belize, and they're saying that she had the most saves in the qualifiers with 28 saves. That's impressive over 4 games. But they were really working her. Yeah. Then Rebecca Bernal from Mexico, Mariana Benavides, Costa Rica, Yerenis De Leon, Panama. Hopefully I'm pronouncing these names correctly. Sydney Cummings, Guyana, and that's the defense. Bonnie Shaw, big striker. I mean, Bonnie Shaw was so good. They had to find somewhere to put her. They put her in midfield, which is strange, but she's in the mix. Already a proven goal scorer with the Reggae Girlz. Shaw added to her legacy with 10 goals on 22 shots and 4 assists in Jamaica's Group C winning campaign. There you go. Stephanie Meyer, Mexico. Raquel Rodriguez, Costa Rica. A lot of Central Americans making this list. I was surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised that I'm seeing a Haitian forward in the mix. I mean, Jesus Christ, Haiti was scoring goals for fun. I think it's something like 40 odd goals them scoring at the 4 games. So that is Rosa Lord Borgella. Hopefully I got that right. Borgella tied as top scorer in World Cup qualifying with 11 goals, including 2 4-goal outings in Haiti's 11-0 win versus St. Vincent and 21 win over British Virgin Islands. Man, that was a devastating performance. Yesenia Flores from Nicaragua and Katy Martinez, a number of Mexicans making this particular list. I'm gonna talk to Crystal a little bit later about who else she thinks could have, which other Reggae Girls she thinks could have made this list. You know what? Let's say that now. Let's talk about that now. Any other Reggae girl you think could have made this list, Crystal?
It's a good question, but considering I've not watched the rest of the countries, I don't want to discredit them because I'm pretty sure there's a reason why they're there. Just like Bunny. Off the jump, you can probably think of it's gonna come down to me having, it sounds like favoritism, so I think I'll stick with what I've just said. I don't know the rest of the countries, so I don't want to discredit them and their inclusion, but I think Bunny definitely has a right to be there, given that she's our captain and she's stepped up to the occasion over 4 games, 2 separate windows. So I think it's steady because, like you said, seeing a Haitian forward there, given what Haiti done in their group, I think the names there, if we go back and look at their matches and their performances, they have a right to be there. So I don't want to discredit them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I haven't seen all the teams in the round.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult to say, but I will say that it would be really difficult for me to imagine that there were many defenders in this particular round that would have done a better job than Alison Swaby. I think Alison Swaby, for me personally, stood out over both games.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine, like, yes, I'd have to see all the other teams play, but I can't imagine say you could have that many centre backs in the whole CONCACAF that would have done better than Alisson.
Yeah.
She really stood out for me personally.
Yeah, Alisson's a solid defender. But I definitely need to find some time and look at the other games, because I just have not taken a glimpse at the other game, just because it's just been so thick and fast. It's been difficult to try and slow things down and look at the other games. So that would be something that I'll need to do. Sorry, Formula. That's something I'll need to do before the next round gets underway.
Yeah. I've seen some of the teams. Yeah, I've seen some of the teams, but I haven't seen all the games for some of the teams as well, so, especially in this round. But yeah, so I've seen Cuba. In terms of some of the top teams, I've seen Cuba. I've seen a little bit on Haiti as well. What else have I seen? I've seen some others as well. But yeah, so but big shout out to Bonisha. Bonisha is definitely one of the top players in the entire CONCACAF.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Sure,
no one can ever dispute that against us. You can't dispute that one. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, oh, sorry, you're saying something?
No. Carry on.
I thought I cut you. As a matter of fact, Bonisha was named by ESPN in the top 30 women's players in the entire world.
Yeah, they did that one. I think I saw that list recently, if I'm not mistaken.
So Bonisha is the truth. Another player that could have made it as well, to be fair, Jody Brown has shown,
Yeah, I did think Jody, but again, I'm like, if I say Jody, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna have so many other players that I could name, but I'm like, I don't want it to come across as it's just favoritism, because we're supporting the Reggae Girlz and Jamaica. And more importantly for me, I've not seen what the other women have done for their country. So they've probably been on par with the likes of Jody, or maybe not. I don't know. I need to give some of those games a watch, just to see if they themselves, CONCACAF, had a bit of favoritism there. I trust that there isn't, but the fact that we've got Bunny there in midfield, that probably just echoes all the other top performances from the other countries and their players.
I think that one of the things they probably would have done, like, I know what kind of hurt Leon Bailey in his last season of the Bundesliga that worked against him making 11, the top 11, is because, or the best 11 rather, of the season, was because they were putting players like Erling Haaland and Andre Silva in wide positions when really and truly they're centre forward. So their performances in the season was so good that they had to find somewhere to put them on. Somewhere in the squad to throw like a Haaland, and because they couldn't put Haaland over Lewandowski, but Haaland was so good, they had to throw him out wide where a Leon Bailey would play. So yeah, I think probably that's some of what is taking place here as well from what I'm seeing. All right, so that's it again. Big shout out to Khadija Bonisha for making the CONCACAF best 11 of the qualifiers.
I think whilst we're here, Formula, if you don't mind, obviously you're the gaffer, you're in charge. I'm going to be keeping just a side eye on the two Europa League fixtures there.
Oh yeah, you mean something there, Roof and Antonio.
Yeah, I'll keep a little close eye on it for you.
Yeah. Appreciate it. We can give the viewers some updates with that. I think the Rangers and is who Rangers playing again?
That's a good question. Who are they playing again?
West Ham and Leon and Rangers and
I think it's Braga. Yeah, Braga. They're playing
Braga from
Portugal. They should be kicking. What time is it? Should be kicking off in 3 minutes time.
Yeah, very soon.
So West Ham, I think West Ham should be kicking off at the same time, ain't it? Same kickoff.
Most of the games kick off at the same time. So
yeah.
Even if I wouldn't catch those games live, obviously, but I'll try to see if I can watch them, bootleg style on the internet. All right, so let's get into the Reggae Girls. I want to hear more of your thoughts, Crystal, on the Domrep game. What exactly you made of that big, finale, so to speak?
Um, yeah, interesting choice of words. It did feel like it was a finale. Winner takes all pretty much, because I think there is no way we could go up against Dominican Republic and play for a draw, because that would not have gone our way. Given the caliber of players that they have, given the fact that they play as a unit. Um, so yeah, you're right for saying that it was a cup final. It was a finale. My apologies, but I think we knew that leading up to that Dominican Republic game. We knew it from match day one that that game on home soil is going to be the blockbuster finish. We didn't need match day two to come for Jamaica or Dominican Republic, and that is the exact opponent. I thought about it last night, and I was like, I would not have wanted it any other way in terms of scheduling, because they were our last game, and I was like, you know what, they were our last game for a reason. That was the perfect grandstanding send off, their blockbuster game between us and Dominican Republic. And given what's happened in the February window, it just made April more mouth-watering. Hence, for some, but definitely a mouth-watering game. And I think even the Dominican Republic fans as well, they enjoyed that one, like, despite of results, because they got to see that this is your country, mixing it up with one of the best countries in our region. And at one point we were going toe to toe. I say between like minute 1 and the 20th minute, it was like end-to-end stuff, a little bit scrappy. Particularly in the middle of the park for us, we looked a little bit flat, a little bit disjointed, and that's where the problems were arising. And I was saying, with me and my co-host, that we're not liking how flat the midfield is. It needed a little bit of potency in the middle of the park, and we saw their number 15 run through our midfield on a couple of occasions. And I was like, looking at the game, I was thinking, she's gonna cause us some problem. Because, like I said, from the first whistle, we had her just running for our midfield on a number of occasions. It was actually quite uncomfortable at times. So when she stepped up and she pulled that trigger, Gonzalez, when she stepped up and pulled the trigger to find the equalizer, I was like, it could only be her. Thinking it would only be her or Cara, the captain. I think they actually linked up. I think it might have been Cara's assist. And I was like, well, of course, it would have been no one else, but those two caused a bit of problems. But it was a good game. When that equalizer went in, it became a little bit tense. So thank God we've got the cannon in Trudy Carter. Yeah, that was that one stand up right in the middle of my chest. I was like, what is going on here?
It was a dagger, Crystal, to the heart.
Yeah. They weren't playing. Mr. Mikey Ballin, good evening. I was supposed to message you, Mikey. My apologies. I'm gonna message you earlier on today. I'll message you later on.
By the way, Crystal, what is Malik talking about? Crystal, tell him the big news that happened last night. What big news?
What is the big news? Message me, Mr. Mills, because I can't even remember. Tell him the big news that happened last night. What happened last night?
So like some exciting stuff.
Message me, Malik, so I can remember.
I was on last night, though.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what happened.
That's interesting. Or if he wants to post it in the comment section.
Oh yeah, you can post it in the comment section as well. You can definitely post it in the comment section.
When he also says the president was who is he referring to when he says the president?
Oh, you know who his president is. You already know who Malik's president is.
Who that?
You know his president.
Tiffany?
Absolutely.
Tiffany, no, but Tiffany never featured enough in the qualifiers for me to say that. Because
that's his president, though. He's gonna stand by his president. He gets her vote all the time.
All right. To be fair to her, she played well when she featured, but she never started the first game, and she never started the third game either. The one down in Cayman.
Yeah, she has in both windows. She only started the second matches. But it's But the good thing with Tiffany is that she stood up to be accounted when called upon. And that's all you can do when you're on the bench, when you're coming off the bench. Only thing you can do is give a response, and she responded on both occasions. So pretty much just came and did her job. You have a lot of people, a lot of players who play the full 90 and don't contribute a thing. So to come off the bench and actually contribute something that's meaningful, be it stringing up the assists or what do you call it? Stringing up the assists or what do you call it? Finding the back of the net. Because she started rested one game and then started the other. So to be looking on and watching your teammates play, that can't be easy. So she has to
Malik is sounding a little bit violent. We're gonna go there, Malik. We're gonna get a little violent, Malik.
I told you.
Malik, violence is not the answer, no, Malik.
It's Team Tiffany, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, it's nice to see Tiffany starts, and not sit on the bench.
Let me tell you, my two favorite reggae girls are Tiffany and Kayla.
And Kayla.
Yeah, those are mine. So, I have a lot of love for Tiffany, and she did well when she featured, that's for sure. But I have to be objective in the chair that I'm sitting in. I can't let my love for Tiffany, because she's my favorite reggae girl, and then Kayla. I can't let my love for Tiffany, cause me to not be objective and to be biased. Yeah, exactly.
She actually accepted the name. Tiffany, that was the big news. She accepted the name. I was like, by the way, that's your new name, She was like, yeah, she loved it. So yeah,
the president.
Yeah, she accepted her name. She accepted that one with open arms. So yeah.
Yeah, I think she's most people's favorite reggae girl.
She's lovely. She's so warm, like literally like so warm and easy to talk to. Like, yeah, she's lovely, man. Big up Tiffany, and every single day of the week, she's lovely.
And the thing that I like with Tiffany is that she's a consistent performer.
Yeah.
She always gives us, a good game.
Yeah.
Even if she don't star it up every single game, she's steady, or at the very least steady.
100%.
A steady performer. All right. So for me personally, Crystal, I think we have some work to do going forward in terms of to make qualification as realistic as possible. I think that we definitely have serious potential in getting. I think it all depends too on the group that we are in as well and how the group looks, right? In terms of if we're gonna go through to the intercontinentals or if we're gonna automatically qualify. And then there's also the whole issue of who exactly, which continent are we playing in the intercontinentals, right? So, but there's some work that needs to be done. I think the Gaffer needs 2 left backs. I think right now he needs 2 left backs. That's something that he definitely needs to work on. A pivot player too would be nice. And I've been saying it for quite some time. Another Bunny Shaw would be nice, right? Even if not up to that quality, somebody in that, of that particular type of player. But I wasn't too impressed with the Damre performance. I think the scoreline was impressive, but the performance was below what I've seen the girls produce, in previous performances. The performance was very disjointed a lot of the times. It improved in the second half with the substitutes, but I think that the passing was just not on point. For some strange reason, a lot of the girls were having a poor passing display. The simple passes just were, overhit, underhit, misplaced. And I think the good thing about that, though, is that it kind of tested the defense, because we were losing possession of the ball in midfield. It gave Dom Rep some amount of assistance, so to speak, in making inroads at our defense. And I think we got to see that the defense is looking pretty decent because it held up relatively well under the pressure.
Yeah, defense haven't let us down over both windows, has it? And that was the most concerning factor for us there, how we would hold up with our defensive stability. We know that we've had to integrate players back into the defense, players that we haven't seen in an extended length of time, and we were wondering how are they going to cope with the relationship building there between the Swaby sisters, so Chantal and Alison Swaby. Also bringing Shoshana back into the fold as well. Perhaps there was a few question marks there with regards to her fitness level. It's one thing being match fit, and I'm sure she's definitely echoed that she is match fit, but I think the question mark for Shoshana going to the first round of games back in February was, is she match fit? She's fit, definitely, but you're just wondering, is she match fit? And that's only down to the lack of game times there at club level. But they've held their own. There's been over both windows. The defense have played a part in literally us directly scoring. So, credits to them. And that just, like I said, that just earlier on when we were speaking, and probably it was this morning, some hours ago, when me and you were speaking off air, and we're talking about that unity there at the back. The organization, even when we're taking a little break, they're still quick to get back into shape and be organized. So there is communication there at the back, and that's needed when you're not working with your strongest back line.
Yeah. We did concede more goals than what the other big teams would have conceded, because some of the big teams didn't even concede a goal any at all. The mistake against Grenada was unfortunate. From Bonflaza, she had just come on. It was her first touch, and we all saw how that went. And then, but I mean, yes, the mistake. I'm not going to go too hard on the girls for conceding 2 goals. The mistake could have and should have been avoided. But again, the goal that Damrep scored against us, we really and truly cannot blame the girls for that, I think, man.
Listen, Formula, that was a bullet. There is nothing that Rebecca could have done about that. Big up Rebecca, but don't be hard on yourself, because that one did. Goals like that is so hard to save, because it's not coming at you, it's dipping. So you can go back as far as you can, and it can still catch you off guard. So there is nothing she can do about that. They did a little quick thinking improvisation, and it paid dividends for them. So there was nothing that she could have done to save that. So hopefully she isn't thinking, I could have kept the clean sheet. You could have, but that was well worked by Dominican Republic. And it's funny because we actually lost that one. So we were on the attack for the Dominican Republic goal, and then they came back, intercepted, went down the flank, then cut across in the midfield. And I'm just thinking someone tried to take the ball from her, but just happened so quickly that sometimes these things happen in football. And when we look back at the Grenada game, I think it's safe to say a moment of losing focus there for us, and they managed to just capitalize. So it just goes to show that a game of football is played to the full 90, and it is hard to stay focused, but you do have to stay focused, because in another game that could be the difference maker to you advancing and being knocked out, basically. If it's a tight game where it's 1-1 and next goal win, you can't afford to not be focused. You have to be switched on, because that could clip your wings easily.
I mean, some people say that we should not have given her that much space in midfield, and that's a fair point to a certain extent. But I don't think they expected that girl to hit it from so far out. That girl hit it from 30 plus yards.
Yeah,
it was way out.
wicked goal. Sometimes that's what you do. Sometimes that's what you. Sometimes that's what you have to do when a team is stubborn, and we saw that. We know when a team is being a little bit too stubborn and the defense is frustrating you. Sometimes you just gotta take your chances and catch them off guard, and that's what they did. They literally took their chances, and it, like I said, it paid dividends. Happened against who was it? Was it Bermuda? I think it was Bermuda. I need to double check. Let me just see if it's Bermuda there for you. Wasn't Bermuda? So it would have been against Grenada. Grenada, no, yeah, it definitely Grenada, because Grenada was frustrating us with their in-game management, knocking us off our stride, basically intentionally stifling out our rhythm. Whenever we got into our stride and rhythm, Grenada would like disjoint us. Players going down, falling down like dominoes, and then up stepped Alika Keane, and she just,
Yeah.
oh, you know what, I'm going to fire this one in because you're being stubborn and you're frustrating us. So on that occasion where Dominican Republic is concerned, we got a taste of our own medicine. We dished it out to Grenada and we loved it, and then Dominican Republic did the same thing to us. So thankfully on this occasion it doesn't count, but big up to Dominican Republic.
Yeah, as I said on your stream last night, Andre Blake would not have saved that. And I'm dead serious. I really and truly don't think Andre Blake could have saved that. Honestly, don't think so.
No, I agree with you. The 2 goals, if we're being honest, the 2 goals that we conceded, those 2 goals have been just classy goals. Proper good goals. And we'll be jumping out our seats if we were the ones that scored them. Classy goals. But why did they score them? Because it was that lack of focus. You switched off for a second, and sometimes in football, that's all it takes. Just lose focus for a split second, and you're made to pay the price. But thankfully, on both occasions, we weren't made to pay the price because we are, and I do say this with great respect, superior. So we managed to just find a way out. When you're superior, that's what superior teams do. They find a way to make it work. But that doesn't mean that we're polished. Clearly, we still need to go back to the drawing board, and we need to address a few issues and push forward. But thankfully, we're the superior team, so we can just create something out of nothing, even when we're not performing to standard. Because exactly against that game against Dominican Republic, it was clear to see, and even Bermuda, more so Bermuda, the scoreline definitely didn't reflect the result. Our game against Bermuda, that 4-0 does not reflect the game itself. Against Dominican Republic, if you speak to a couple of the players, they probably say, that individually that was not their best performance, because it wasn't. But we are the superior team, so we got away with it, and we got the win. It's weird because I think you call out someone. It was either you or Mr. Ballin. Someone called out someone on my channel for basically saying, why are you complaining about the scoreline? Because somebody was like, we should have had double figures over Dominican Republic. So one of the guys called them out in the comments section, and it's just mind-blowing that we got through to the next round and people are talking about we should have had double figures. Like, just be happy that we're through to the next round and we managed to get some goals under our belt and come through on a healthy goal difference.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Rangers are taking the lead.
Yes.
In that game, I think if you remember, right, the first leg ended 0-0. The first
one against I think it's actually 1-1 on aggregate.
Okay.
Yeah, and 1-1 on aggregate.
And the Leon game had ended 1-0. If you remember, right, Leon won that one.
Did they?
So yeah, man. I think Leon did win it 1-0, man.
Oh,
over
I thought that I thought, wait, didn't Bowen didn't score in that game? I felt like one of the West Ham players scored in that match.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think one of them scored in that match, if my memory serves. I think it was Bowen. I can't remember.
You could be right.
I only watched because of Mikel Antonio, but I feel like Bowen, because I think I saw them celebrating. Sure, I saw West Ham celebrating.
Oh yes, 1-1 it ended.
Who scored Formula in the other, if you can find it?
Hold on, hold on.
Sorry, guys, in the comment section, but the couple of the boys are playing tonight, so makes sense to
Yeah.
keep you guys in.
Bowen scored. You are right.
Bowen,
You
yeah?
are right. It was
Yeah, because
Bowen.
I was
It
thinking,
was
I
Bowen.
saw them celebrating. I'm thinking, I'm sure you guys aren't just out here celebrating the team.
And Creswell did get a red card. Yeah,
Yes,
Creswell got
yes,
a red
yes, yes,
card.
yes, you're right. I do remember that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they played with 10 men.
So we're wishing Mikel and Kima Roof all the best in their respective Europa League quarterfinals. As a matter of fact, both are starting for their clubs, so that's good. Roof coming off of an impressive hat trick,
Yes,
on the weekend in the Scottish Premiership. So yeah, but I do think though that we still have some things to be ironed out going into the next round. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Who was your top players from the Damrek game?
top players. Definitely Bunny, Tiffany, Jodie, Marlo as well. Marlo can't be denied as well, given that she's only just been reintegrated back into the team. And let's not forget what her part in Bunny's goal as well, one of Bunny's goal. Alison did her thing, Chinalu did her thing, Rebecca did her thing, despite not really having much to do, if we're being honest.
The distribution was top notch though.
Yeah, Kiki came on and Kiki was cutting things up. So
she's
many.
a live wire. She's a spark.
Yeah, she's a problem, but she's not our problem to worry about. She's for the opposition to be frightened of. So Kiki came on, she did her thing. Who else? I feel like I'm naming the whole team there, Formula.
I think they're being very generous.
Good game as well.
I think you're being very generous.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a few, like I said, I think the players will tell you themselves that it wasn't their best game, but they still got the job done. That's the most important thing. They had nerves of steel. That's why I named a couple players, because that's not easy. You know, you're playing in a game where you can't afford to lose. Yes, we could have settled for a draw, but you need a response. And to have someone like Tiffany and Trudy Carter stepping up just on the stroke of half time, that's elite big game mentality, because it was a big game. So that's why I've named like a string of those players, because they put in the work. Even if they didn't get themselves on the score sheet, they still had a part to play for us trying to bounce back into the game and take the 2-1 lead going into the break.
Crystal, you're too kind. You are too kind.
You don't think so? You don't agree? Jodie, I mean,
Jodie did well.
Jodie did well. Tiffany did well. Bunny
did well.
Trudy, you gotta give Trudy her credit, because she pegged them back though. That's important. That's it.
She was absent for most of the game, Crystal.
No, but she played a role. She played a role in inspiring the team to come out and have a better second 45. Because to go into the lead, to go into the halftime break 1-1. What do you prefer? Do you prefer to go into it 2-1 or 1-1?
But Crystal, when I say star performers.
Did you say star? I thought you said who had a good game. I didn't realize you said star performers.
But the only ones that really had star performers are good. The only ones that really stood out for me was Bunny Shaw. Yes.
I don't think we can mention Bunny, because Bunny is in a league of her own. So that's like, Bunny is obvious. At this point, Bunny is obvious.
Tiffany Cameron, I think, did well. Yeah. Tiffany has to be in it. Cause she scored and she assisted, no?
Yeah, she has to be mentioned.
Just her overall performance was good. She was solid. She featured, she did well.
100%.
Jodie, I think Jodie took a little. She had some glimpses of glamour in the first half, but she really got going in the second half. She did well.
Formula, I'm not having that with Trudy, because if we look back at the game, Trudy had the assists.
I don't care how many assists Trudy had. Trudy.
I'm not having that. Having that. She played a role. No formula. We're gonna rock with this one. We're fighting this. Get the boxing glove. She played a role in helping us open the scoreline within the quarter of an hour, right? Passing it on to I'm thinking of Trudy. Sorry, not to Trudy, to Brown, right? So she got the assist for the opening goal, and she also pegged them back on the stroke of half time. So she has to get her flowers. You have to give her flowers. 2 goals. She would play the role in 2 direct goals in the first 45. Set us up neatly going into the second 45. We're gonna have to give Trudy her flowers. You have to give her flowers.
I'm being attacked by my co-host and I'm being attacked by commenters.
What's the commenters saying?
Me about Eddie. Everybody has stressed me about how me never there the match.
See that?
They can't give me a break, man. Jeez.
All right, I'm gonna take a back seat. Whatever you say, I'm rocking with you tonight. So whatever.
All right. So Eddie, circumstances why I didn't go to the match.
Here we go.
Eddie, circumstances. Right? Please stop stressing me about me not going to the game. And
I bet Eddie was at the game. Though. I don't think Eddie had any circumstance.
Yeah, man. More than likely Eddie was there, and I really did want to be there, to be honest with you, but I have plans for the Reggae Girlz, man. I have plans for the Reggae Girlz.
Well, at least Eddie showed up. If I was in Jamaica, I would have shown up as well. I can't speak for my co-host or my main host here, but I'm just saying if I was there, I would have shown up, with Eddie and the rest of the gang. But hey.
Yo,
don't feel bad though, Formula. We don't want you to feel bad. We don't want you to feel bad, but we're just saying.
Anyways,
Mikey would have shown up, Malik would have shown up, all the lads would have shown up, but don't feel bad.
Anyways, back to you with this Trudy Carter argument, alright?
Yeah.
When you compare Trudy Carter's performance in the Cayman game, and forget about the goals, forget about the goals she scored, right? But when you compare the performance in the Cayman game to the Damret game, there was a huge difference. Like Trudy never sparked the way she sparked in a Cayman.
She didn't. I still don't want to overshadow her efforts though for that first 45. The first 45 is as important as the second 45. Like I said, she played a role in getting the assist for the opening goal, and she also scored regained the lead for us. I think that's important. I think when you're going into a game where you don't want to lose, you have to be in the positives going into the second 45. And she did that. She played a direct role on 2 occasions. One for the assist for the opening goal, and the second one she scored the goal to take us into she scored the goal to take us into the lead on the stroke of half time. But this is your platform and I don't want to get a ban because I want to collaborate with the lovely Formula. So if I'm working whatever he says, okay?
All right, so
that sounds like Mr. Ballin sat at home feeling proud. Like, look at what I've created.
One may have beef with you with this particular comment.
Everybody else like each other. People, tomorrow, Good Friday, remember.
Because we cannot go forward with the sisters as the backline period. Now I know we have reinforcements to come in, that's true. Right? But the sisters haven't done bad. They have done very well as the centre back pairing. So especially in the Damret game, I think they were well. From a defensive standpoint, both sisters were brilliant in the Damret game. From an offensive standpoint, I think Chantel was a little bit disappointing. Her passing wasn't so good. But Alison was very good on both sides of the ball. So I have beef with you with this particular statement. I don't understand it. But I think for me, the standout performance in Damret, only get a pass as a standout performer. Tiffany did well, Jody did well, and I think Alison Swaby was brilliant. Right? Rebecca, I wouldn't say a standout performer, but she did well. right? But when Crystal a draw for Marlo and so like Crystal want fling the whole starting 11 in a standout performance.
People in the comment section, I am not going to be arguing with the captain of the ship because I want an invite. I want to come back. So whatever him say, me say yes. All right, people.
All right. I want to talk also about overall the entire round.
Yeah.
Who do you think were the standout performance over both games?
Standout performance. Jesus, I
don't know. Nobody named the whole squad. Nobody named the whole 22
Mr. Formula, I just wanted to give a couple girls credit. You know why? Because I feel like sometimes, like I've said on my channel before, it's not always about the people who or the players who score the goals. Sometimes it's the one that created the assist or created the link-up play for the assist.
True.
That's why I'm giving players like Marlo and Trudy credit, because I'm saying that there's certain things that they did in the game that played a direct role in us getting our names on the score sheet. And Marlo's direct free kick is similar to when she created the goal for Bunny's assist against Cayman Islands. So that's the reason why I included Sweatman into the list of praises, because remember, she's coming back into the team after being out for an extended length of time. That's not easy. Yes, we know that she chops it up at club level, but to come and do it at the international level under tense circumstance, because your name has been out of the limelight for such a long time, you have to come back and pretty much reintroduce yourself, and that's not easy. And she was playing in games that were must win. Now, if she came into those two games, Cayman Islands and Dominican Republic, and had an absolute nightmare performance, people would be throwing her under the bus. So that's why I just want to kind of, just, like I said, give them the flowers that they that I feel that they did, that they deserves.
Is all right. I like Marlo. I think she's a very good player technically.
Yeah.
I think that her passing and her range of passing is superb.
Yeah, good pass.
But is the lack of pace an issue? Because all right, if she and the rest of girls were passing the ball well in the Dominican game, right? She would not have been under so much pressure in the middle of the park, because Damrep would not have had so many opportunities in transition. But with that being said, I think, look, the Damrep is a very quick team. You can tell they move the ball relatively quickly, and their girls have pace. I think it kind of showed up. I wouldn't say showed up, but Marlo was kind of, she barely held her own. To be honest with you, from that standpoint, there's a slight weakness in our game.
I think if you're talking about the pace, I think for me, if people are critiquing her on the pace, then you're probably always going to critique her on that, because she's not a pacey player. That's what I'm saying. She needs protection. Because if you take away the fact that if we're saying we brought pace to her game, there would be no complaints there. She did a few things that I thought was, applaudable. Even against Dominican Republic, where people are saying that's not her best games, can't necessarily argue against it. But it's her maturity as well. I don't know if people realize, but when Chantal Swaby was out of the picture, it was Marlo that dropped back into defense. Straight away, automatically she dropped back.
True.
And people don't necessarily look at that and say, credit to you, but she did that off her own back, dropped back into defense. So I'm saying maturity, pulling the strings together there over the two strings of games. Yes, her performance in Cayman Islands was much better than Dominican Republic, but you're up against different quality of opponents. So probably if she had that bit of shield there to protect her, because you're saying that you need somebody who is more pacey, if she had that bit of steel there to protect her, then maybe she would have been looked at differently for that game against Dominica.
Marlo, I think Marlo is an intelligent player. You can see it in the way she plays. She's intelligent. right? But I don't know. Sometimes I want. That's why I said we need a pivot player too, because I think we need some reinforcements at the pivot spots, because I think going up against better opposition,
Yeah.
Marlo's lack of pace might be an issue.
But that's for me, it's like it shouldn't be an issue because reinforcement is on the way. We've still got Havana Salone to come back. We've got Jade Bailey coming into the fold, and we've got Drew Spence. It's just at the moment we can't use them. So it's just like, it's not like we don't have the players that you're referring to. We do, but also likewise, if we only had the players like the Drew Spence and the Jade Bailey, at some point we'll be saying we want a player like Marlo Sweatman who can find a pass, pinpoint passer. So I think for me, it's about how we utilize these women when they're all fit, eligible, and roaring to go, suiting them up against the opponents, because they all have something that's different and unique about them. But it's just about how we utilize them. And also, there has to be a midfielder that's standing by Marlo that complements their game. Likewise, there has to be a midfielder that stands by Drew Spence that complements their game, because that's how you maximize individual potential.
Yeah. All right, one of the things I want to give the girls credit for, though, is the fact that the finishing improved in this round. The end product improved in this round. It was something that we were giving them a little bit of beating. I wouldn't say beating, but we were a little bit harsh on the girls where the end product was concerned in the last round. But this round, to be fair to the girls, yes, they had one and two chances that went awry, but for the most part, the end product was far better than what it has been in the last round. So that is so. I don't know if Crystal agrees with me, but that's something that we definitely can give the girls credit for.
I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna intentionally disagree with you for the whole show. No, I do agree with you. I think that we discussed that last night, and I think you could potentially put it down to preparation. Preparation was key for us going into this window, and we saw the result of being better prepared in comparison to the February window, where everything just seemed like it was a rush coming off the plane, players not really having time to settle down, not having time to recover from their jet lag. This time round it was different. It was different. They arrived on the island in the nick of time, managed to get rid of their jet lag. Also were able to undertake a number of training sessions, and that paid. That was a difference maker between this window and the February window.
Our subscribers should be encouraging us to do the right thing, and look how them they are encouraged for fight.
Mikey's coming.
I love the drama, man, and the excitement, man. Mercy.
You see, Eddie Guna, you know what? I'm not saying nothing. I'm done.
Where Eddie has say? Where Eddie has say?
Eddie said
Formula
you're
is very
harsh. I
hard.
agree with Eddie.
No, it's not about harsh, but it's not, I'm putting it in the context of what I know the girls have to face in the next round, and also the level at which I know the girls can operate. So when I see, for instance, Marlo's passing being so off in the Damret game, I have to be critical, because I've seen Marlo have very impressive passing displays. We know about Marlo's passing ability and her range of passing and so forth and so forth. Like she's the one that pulls the strings. So, but for me personally, I forgot to name my players of the round: Bonnie, Jody, Allison. Bonnie, Jody, Allison. I'd probably those three are the players of the round. I think Marlo had a brilliant game against Cayman. Wasn't too never had the same level in the Damret game. Same thing with Trudy as well. Tiffany only featured only started in one. Chantel, if her passing was better in the Dominican game, I would have named her as well. Sashania Campbell has been decent, but I wouldn't. Sashania hasn't been bad. She has been relatively good, but I wouldn't say a standout performer. And I think, in all fairness to her, she is a right back playing on the left back. Not being able to. To be fair to her, she whipped in a brilliant delivery for Bonisha in the Dominican game, I think it was, or the Cayman game, one of them. But those are the three players that I would really say stood out to me personally. Right? Asha never impressed me that much. Like, I've seen Asha have better performances too. Like, she was balling in the Cayman game, but the Dominican game, I don't know. So many of the girls at the half games, to me personally, so many of the girls in the Dominican game performed below levels that we have known that they can reach. That's my humble opinion. Yeah, and as we said, the finishing, we have to give the girls the props. The finishing improved big time. The end product improved big time in this particular round. Quickly, I just want to go through the defense, the midfield, and the offense. Defense, how it looked to you, Crystal, over the 2 rounds?
I think the defense has been okay given the circumstances. I think it's been okay. Difficult to critique them too severely, given the fact that it is a, no disrespect, essentially a makeshift defense, because we don't have the right players in the appropriate positions. So I think, coming into the February and the April window, there was no secrets that we were always concerned about the defense, and to think that that's our weakest part of the whole team setup, for us to only concede 2 goals, I think we definitely have to take our hats off to the players at the back, because they did what was asked of them. Just don't be shaky, stay focused, and carry out your job, and they did that. Easy for us to say that we shouldn't have conceded 2 goals, but I don't think the defense could have done anything about that on both occasions. So in essence, the defense they did their job. Definitely did their job.
Eddie Guna said, "Formula, stop it." Yeah, I know Eddie Guna disagrees with me on that. He was having words with me as well in my comment section on my video that I put out last night or yesterday evening. Yeah, man.
Which one?
The one where I was doing a review of the Dominican game.
You know what? That makes me feel good. At least I'm not the only one that disagrees. This is probably the first time that we disagree on something, but we're not always going to agree with each other.
I told you when right before the stream started that I think we're gonna disagree on.
You did say that. You did.
Yeah. Because I heard some of your opinions on it, so I knew you.
Yeah,
you didn't necessarily.
It is what it is, though. It's not. We're not always gonna sit on the same fence.
Eddie Guna came for me in my comment section, man. If it wasn't on the internet and it was in real life, it would probably amount to something a little bit serious. I challenge you to a debate on my platform, for me.
Oh, God.
Eddie, anytime. You know it go already, man. You just reach out.
Man. I need you to go back and rethink your comments on Marla there, Mr. Formula.
No, don't get me wrong, I like Marla and I'm a fan of her game. She'd be such an amazing player if she was a bit more mobile. That's the only issue I have with Marla. She'd be an amazing player if she was a bit more mobile. All right. So
you know what it is. You know what it is. For me, it's just the players like that. You have to put someone by them that's going to complement their game. That's the only way you're going to keep everyone happy. It's impossible to keep the whole fan base happy, but the only way to just keep people happy, put someone that complements their game. A bit like your Olivier Giroud. A lot of people didn't like him when he was playing at Arsenal, but the man scores goals, classy goals. I'm talking about Scorpio kick, because he's a complementary player. When he was brought in, I think what Arsene had in mind was to playing with Van Persie before Van Persie went to Manchester United. He's a complementary player. But if you have him as your lone striker, there's going to be a bit of frustration there. So I think Marla is one of those type of players. Put someone next to her that complements her game, and you'll see a different player. But there is a player there. I don't think nobody can deny that there's a player there. And like I said, she's got an eye for a pass. Not every midfielder can do what she does, and the accuracy of her passes as well. It's just applaudable, definitely.
But that's Crystal. Now, I don't want to have too much on Marla. As I say, I love Marla. I'm a fan of her game. She's a very good player, very technically sound. But her strong point, is it unfair to say that her strong point is passing? That's a strong part of her game, right?
Yes,
Is her passing ability.
Good passer, accurate passer. That no one can argue against that one.
But Crystal, she failed us in the Dominican game. I'm sorry, the passes, like there were a lot of misplaced passes from Marlo in the Dominican game. Like, I have to be objective and honest. I like Marlo.
No, I don't. Like I said to you, if you speak to a few of those girls, some of them are going to say it's not their best game because it wasn't. It wasn't many of their best games. So I'm not saying that she was like superb. There's work there to be done, but I just decided to give her credit just because of what she's done over the last two strings of games in the Cayman Islands game and the Dominican Republic game. And I'm saying, given the circumstances in which she's been reintroduced into the group. But let's bear in mind that she pretty much had no choice but to play. So she probably, because let's face it, this is the first time that she's played in essentially a competitive match for, like I said, an extended length of time. So with that, in spite of the fact that she plays regularly for her club, it's a different level when you're playing for your country. It's a completely different level. So yes, she dipped performance wise, but there's reasons for that. I don't think that she perhaps would have started if you had someone like Drew Spence who was eligible to play that game. So she held her own under the circumstances. To basically no fault of her own, and also she did defensive duties as well, which I think went unnoticed for a lot of people. So
Fair.
She was on the attack, and she also put in a little bit of shift there where the defense is concerned. So those are the little things that I'm looking at. The fact that she's been away for so long, she's been reintegrated into the team. She's been directly involved in 2 goals. Coincidentally, she's found the skipper on both occasions, in the Cayman Islands game and also in the Dominican Republic game.
Yeah, honestly, your commentary on Marlo is fair. I can't disagree with that. I think she's a particular type of player for a particular type of game.
Yeah, it suits. Yes, exactly. Her game suits particular opponents. But like I said, I don't think Marla would have started if Drew Spence was eligible to play. So that's what I'm saying. She probably came under even more pressure. Realistically, she probably would have only have started the Cayman Islands game and then came on as a substitute against Bermuda, because it's a different type of opponents. But she had no questions but she had no other no other choice. Vimbly and the rest of the team, coaching setup, and also Marler, no other choice but to start the game. Given what we've got, it's either that or you go and put Kayla McCoy back in midfield, and then people would be saying, well, why are you starting Kayla McCoy in midfield when you've got Marler on the bench? So yeah, there's reasons for it.
All right, so guys, as a bit of an update in the Europa League, I am seeing here it appears as if Rangers are 2-0 up. Apparently, Kemar scored a goal that was also disallowed. And West Ham, guys, West Ham are 2-0 up, 3-1 on aggregate over Olympique, or Olympique, I don't know how they pronounce it. Lyon. So West Ham heading to the last 16, and it appears as if It up. Hold on. Let me just check this quick and fast. Europa League. It appears as if Rangers, right now as things stand, are heading there as well. So Rangers are leading this one 2-0, 2-1 on aggregate. Apparently Kimaru for the disallowed goal. By the way, if the stats are anything to go by, Rangers is absolutely peppering Braga. I mean, Jesus. Rangers is absolutely almost 70% possession, 13 total shots. Yeah, Rangers look like they have Braga under some serious pressure. Definitely gonna have to watch those games and they repeat. All right, bootleg style. All right, so quickly, Crystal. The midfield. How do you think the midfield looked over both games?
I thought the midfield was okay. People are probably more excited with the midfield in February. And that's probably credits to Kayla McCoy because of her excellence there, given that she also played that opposition. So I think people are probably more excited by what they saw in February. But it was okay, but difficult to be. I think you might have to mute your mic.
Oh, about it.
Yeah. I think it's difficult to be heavily critical on the midfield because we know that the steel that we want to rely upon is just not available at the moment. That added bit of elegance, be it from your Havana Salon or your Jade Bailey or your Drew Spence. Those players aren't available at the moment, so we just have to work with what we've got. So I think they were probably more excited with what they saw in February than in April. But I think the midfield did what was needed of them. But definitely against Dominican Republic, we were exposed at times. Like I said, up until maybe the 20th minute of the game, we were definitely exposed. So yeah, we need to find some reinforcement and some steel going into the next window in July.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is, I mean, the midfield was brilliant against Cayman, and I just think that if the passing was better, the midfield would not have been shown up, that much in the shown up to some extent in the Damret game at times. All right, offensively now, the forward line. I would just say the forward line has been good. Forward line or in the round over both games has been real top notch, top draw, top quality. Can't wrong the forwards at all. They have been very good. I have a little bit of beef with Bunny Shaw because boy Jody Brown dash her girl in a man and make a serious running behind and lay off lay it up for Bunny for get a sit
That
on
would have been
Bunny.
so cool.
Yo, I was a little bit annoyed with Bunny because I said to myself, yo, you make Jody Brown do all of that. The girl up on the canvas. The girl up on the canvas and roll Jody Brown just put her down. One serious wicked dash way. And you make that go to waste. Yo, it was a wicked dash way, Messi start. You remember when Lionel Messi did do Jerome Boateng in the Champions League?
Yes, I do remember.
It was a nasty. Yo, why you would it was like what Kayla McCoy did the Cayman girl. Like why you would do that to somebody girl pick me? Seriously. Why? Like the girl have a mother, she have a father, loved ones that care about her. Why you do that to her on international television? It was ruthless stuff. Alright, what do you think about the offense in the two games, Crystal?
I really think there is nothing that we can complain about with our offensive play. I think if anything, because I know a lot of people are complaining about wanting to see more goals, but I think goals will come from practice. The more practice you get between them, the finer tuned the players will become. I think I'm hearing a few like I said, I think The only thing there that I saw people complain about was maybe the number of goals, and there's definitely no denying that we need to be a bit more finer tuned with our finishing, need to be a bit more sharper, a bit more crisper. So that I believe that will come from getting more fixtures there in the pipeline, which will mean we'll need to have a few more camps scheduled and in the diary, so that we can just sharpen up our game when it comes to our firepower. But the capabilities is there. It's just about us coming together and executing the plan. But definitely the capabilities is there, be it from the starting 11 or the players that come off from the bench. Think of like players like Tiffany Cameron coming into play, Kiki as well coming into play, Shade is there. It's just about us coming together and making some fine tuning, going back to the drawing board for now and getting those camps planned and scheduled, and then we just go again.
First of all, up and running. The number 8 you're referring to is Kayla McCoy. This is an interesting stat as well, just to highlight how well the girls did. The forwards did. 23 total shots in the Dominican game. 15 of them were on target. That's a high percentage of your total shots to be on target. You know, so that's an impressive number. And I think we don't talk enough about that Dominican goalkeeper. Is a decent little keeper. She's a decent keeper. She kept Damrep in the game on quite a couple of occasions, right? She's actually very young. She's 17 years old, very young, and not the largest size or the largest figure. I mean, when you look at our goalkeepers, they are, you know, big girls, right? Snyder, I wouldn't be surprised if she's 6 feet tall. She looks like a 6-footer, if not damn near close to it. And Rebecca is a tall, relatively tall lady for a woman as well. So yeah, the Damrep keeper, I think, you know, really made some decent saves. And I remember Bunny Shaw I don't know if you remember the Bunny Shaw moment, Crystal, where I think it was after Damrep scored and they had that little period of pressure. So a little bit of sustained pressure, and like Bonisha, it reminded me of the Mikel Antonio moment in the USA game, when like Mikel Antonio just get vexed and just say enough, and just run up and just crack one from about 30 yards. Bonisha had a moment like that as well when you saw her body language, just like, yo, me sick of that team, yeah, man. Yo, me I go killing her right now.
We've seen a few glimpses of. Sorry to cut you off, Formula.
Mm-hmm.
You can carry on.
Now I was just saying that when you think of Uno alone can crack them from way out, you should have it too, man. But yeah, and that was a very good save by the Damrep keeper.
Yeah, I think you're right there. But I've actually just lost my train of thought of what I was gonna say. I probably should have carried on speaking. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we've seen that type of description of Bunny. We've seen it in both windows, haven't we? More so in the first window when there was just clear frustration there from her, and it would be frustration because, you know, we know that people weren't necessarily pleased with the 4-0 scoreline over Bermuda, but we saw the appropriate response from Bunny. We've seen appropriate responses from her across 4 string of games. In every single game, she stepped up to the plate. Yes, some people can say within the first window, a few people are saying she should have scored more goals, but she has to readjust. That's what a lot of people don't understand is, yes, the core players do know each other, but when they come into camp, they have to have enough time to readjust. There's no way that you can come into camp and then in, say, 2 days later, you have a match. That's not going to work. Like, you can't get the best out of your players like that. That's what I'm saying with the February camp and the April camp, there's a clear difference there. and it shouldn't catch no one by surprise as to why we've managed to rack up the number of goals that we have in the April window in comparison to what we saw in February, because I feel like in the April window we were better prepared, definitely for the Cayman Islands game in comparison to the Bermuda game. Better prepared, more ready as well, because obviously if you're better prepared, then you should just be more ready for the game, and you saw that. And it's not just a case of saying it's because it's Cayman Island. Yes, they are lesser quality to us, inferior to us, but I just like the way they played. I like the way the team played and the way they approached the game. They literally said this game from minute 1 to the 16th minute where Trudy bagged her hat trick, they literally said that it's, we have to rack up our goal difference here. No playing around, no smirking, no smiling. We have to do better than we did in February, and they did that in under 20 minutes in the game, and they managed to bridge the gap on the goal difference. And by the full 90, we were leading the table, not just on points, but more importantly on goal difference as well. So they were well conditioned. Body wise, I think they felt better. Physically, I think they felt better than in February, and also mentality wise as well. The mentality was there to say, look, we have to get these goals scoring thick and fast.
Yeah, I agree. The forward line really did well in the last round. There's no doubt about it. All right, so guys, we have 2 remaining topics left to discuss. We want to talk a little bit about Vimbly, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the next round as well, right? That, the Reggae Girlz would have just progressed to. Smash the like button as always. Free and easy way to support the channel, and free and easy way to give the youths them a strength. See? All right, so Vimbly. Me personally, I thought Vimbly did well this particular round.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think, Crystal.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him because me and you know that there's a few people that's already got the nails out to put it in his coffin. There's a few people that don't want him to win. But what you gotta understand is if Vimbly don't win, the Reggae Girlz don't win. If the Reggae Girlz don't win, Jamaica don't win. That's as simple as that. So it kind of confuses me when I see people are against the gaffer, but given the again, quite similar to a few of the players, given the circumstances in which he's come into play, taking charge temporary as the interim head coach, he's managed to put in the appropriate results with his players. At the end of the day, like we've said so many times before, football is a results game. It's as simple as that. Football is a results game, and he managed to get the results not on 1 occasion, but on 4 occasions. He managed to get the necessary results. No draws, straight wins. 4 games played, 4 wins. Sitting at the top of our table there in Group C, and have the superior goal difference right in the nick of time, and that was enough to take us through to the next round.
Yo, Eddie has a very interesting comment. I saw and spoke to Busby at the game. He declined to do a formal interview though. I wonder what that conversation entails. Eddie, would that be proper of you to give us a little insight into how that conversation went in the comment section? That would be cool. Blair Video said Marlo is a little bit rusty. People have beat me about Marlo, man. Leon Price said, who watched the Vimbly interview? Awesome. I am going to watch it very shortly, probably right after this live stream is finished.
That one has to be, that I have to stick that one on my phone once I go and season up my fish, ready for my Good Friday.
Yeah, definitely have to get, because it was going on while we were doing this
live stream.
Yeah, I didn't even remember, because I saw the notification that coach was gonna do it. I didn't even remember that.
I didn't know that he was lining up a live stream until you actually mentioned that he's doing a live stream.
Drew Spencer and Jade waiting for FIFA clearance. Taylor Hines, no response back from her. Okay. Up and running, Kayla plays number 8 and she's very good. Glasgow Rangers Scotland player and a forward. Yeah. I don't agree with that assertion that she failed.
Who said who failed? Where are you reading?
I think he's probably referring to Marla. This is Neo Sovereign, vlogger's resident attorney at law.
How comes I can't? Okay. I don't agree with the assertion that she failed. Okay.
I think he's referring to Marlo.
I think you might have to put a bit of clarity on that because I'm not sure what she's referring to.
I never said she failed on you. I think Marlo is definitely one of the Reggae Girlz fans' favorite players as well.
Yeah, she is. She definitely.
Yeah, I think people like Marlo as well, including myself. Top player. Havana was injured. He looking to call back her. Yeah, I agree with that. Blackwood is coming back based on Vimbly. So more than likely he said that he made specific mention of Blackwood in the press conference. Rangers looking to win the Europa Cup. Barcelona are going out, so West Ham chances are good. Yeah, let's see.
Really, Barcelona are going out?
Yeah, I think they're not in a promising position right now.
Oh my! Yes, someone did mention Frankfurt earlier. Oh wow, it's 2-0 to Frankfurt. Well, they still have a while to go in that game, don't they? So
that's surprising though. Barcelona have been on a roll of late.
Yeah, I mean, there's still quite a lot to play for in that one, isn't there?
It's 3-1 on aggregate. So let's see, but yeah, it's crazy though because Barca has had 76% possession.
Yeah.
Frankfurt's 24, but Barca has only gotten 2 shots off. Frankfurt has gotten 9-5 on target.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Oh my.
Half time, I think the second half just starting. Rangers still leading Braga 2-0, and second half action is just got underway in West Ham versus Lyon. West Ham are also leading 2-0 as well, so it's looking promising for the Reggae Boys right now. Both teams heading to, especially West Ham is in more of a promising position. Both teams, as things stands, are heading to the semi-finals. Yeah, and Vimbly, I think Vimbly has been very good in this particular round. There isn't anything I would really have a go at him for. I think people going at him for the bit disjointed performance against the Dom Rep is uncalled for. As I was saying on your live stream last night, Crystal, it would bother me if I didn't see the patterns of play. It would bother me if I didn't see the patterns of movement. It would bother me if I didn't see the tactics and I didn't see the roles and functions and I didn't have an idea of what the Reggae Girlz were trying to do. I do have an idea of what the Reggae Girlz are trying to do. We see it from game to game, right? I just think the girls didn't fully properly execute it, especially in the damn rep game, and I don't think you can blame Vimbly for players underperform. You know,
might want to say that.
That's fair.
No, I agree with you, but I think this is. Yeah, he did say that in the press conference.
That
in
would
the
be
post-match
good.
conference.
That
said
would
he
be
was
great.
looking for one in. Said he wanted to do some games in June, fit into our opponents. Said he wanted to find opponents that would fit our opponents in July, if that makes sense. So he wanted
I wish him good luck.
he wanted to find quality opponents that could fit his opponents for July.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's what he said in the post-match conference after the Dominican Republic game.
Well, probably they're waiting to see who they'll actually play.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. Formula, that one stick on you, you know that. You see the people them now your name the old way again.
When the people, me now make enough spoil up my brand, you know.
Formulate. Once the Jamaican give you a nickname, that's it. Good luck to you, cause that now change.
All right. Yeah. So I'm impressed with Vimbly because, as I said on your live stream yesterday, it's yes, I know we have played lesser opposition, but I just suppose these two situations with like Tapa and Blaine, where when you saw Tapa playing lesser opponents like in the Nations League, Aruba and them kind of team, then I dumped them up.
Yeah.
The only thing you saw was a disparity in quality of both teams. You never saw patterns of play and patterns of movement and just a clear plan and idea as what the team is actually doing. There seemed to have been a lot of improvisation. Whereas with Vimbly, even against the lesser teams, you actually see a plan out on the pitch. Like you see the plan. I can tell you the patterns of play right now. Right, I can tell you the patterns of play with the centre backs. Right, I can tell you the patterns of play with the midfielders and the full backs. Right, I can tell you the patterns of play involving the forwards. Right, so I mean I see what Vimbly is doing. I see what Blaine is doing. Right, I see the pressing. The counter pressing, trying to win back the ball in dangerous areas to punish the opposition, especially in that 10-15 second window after they have lost it in attacking transition. So I don't understand why people giving Vimbly such a hard time, and honestly.
I think it just comes to personal preference. It was clear there from the start that some people like him, some people don't. A bit like Marmite, like with Vimbly, you're either going to like him or you're not going to like him. And it's weird because you can't use your personal feelings towards someone to judge them on whether they're doing a good job or not, because you're always going to have clouded judgment. People, like, if you're going to critique him, then take away your personal feelings of him and then actually look at what he's doing on the field of play. And the fact of the matter is he's getting the results. Yes, there is work there to be done in terms of how we operate. Yes, there is things to be tweaked in midfield. Yes, we need to boost up our defense, but nothing's going to happen overnight. Nothing's going to happen overnight. Definitely not when it comes to the reinforcements there, when you're trying to add the reinforcement at the back and in the midfield as well, particularly in the midfield. None of that's going to happen overnight. And I think it's safe to say that as things stand, much of what we're asking for in terms of squad depth and adding to that midfield there, where there's obviously a dip in quality in terms of what we're asking for, that's completely out of his control. It's nothing that he can do about it. It's not as if the reinforcement is eligible and available to play and he's not calling them up. Then you could probably have a go at him and say, he's not the right man for the job. But yeah, there's a lot of judgment there, and I think a lot of the judgment is just down to personal feelings. One is right. Yeah, there's nothing bad to say about the front line. Can't drum up nothing bad about our front line.
I agree.
See more goals, because fan base can be a little bit greedy at times. But if you want to see more goals, the girls have to be in camp more frequently to get their fine tuning together.
Yeah, man, coach. Me not get to see it yet, but definitely when the live
what time finish, is it? Yeah, I can stick that one.
It's about an hour and a half, I think.
About an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, definitely gonna check it out when.
That probably takes me up to like midnight my time.
Yeah, man, big up to coach for getting the gap of Vimbly. Yeah, big up to coach.
He said something in the comment section. How dare you? You said that I am no sleep. You're the father of no sleep.
Who that?
Coach's desk. I was going to respond to him. You're literally the father of no sleep. You can't point those fingers at me. You're the master. That's it. No sleep.
Coach doesn't get a lot of sleep.
He doesn't. He doesn't sleep at all.
You think so?
No, I don't think he sleeps.
And I know you don't sleep. That means you sure of that. right? And this is a good nickname. This is what we should be calling Crystal going forward. It's either intro boss or no sleep. Crystal
Coach
no
can't
sleep
call me that
Davis.
because coach don't sleep neither. It's like a spade calling a spade a spade. He does not sleep. Yeah, I know he has a 9 to 5. I know that for a fact because he don't
Coach
strive.
has many jobs.
You see what I'm saying?
Coach is an educator.
See?
Coach is a track coach. Coach is a football coach. Coach is a vlogger. Coach wears a number.
He is Mr. No Sleep. So maybe he can identify himself. So maybe they say people can identify each other when they can relate to one another. So maybe that's where he draws up the name from.
Yeah, well, you're getting some sleep tonight, Crystal. I can.
Yeah, someone asked if I'm doing a live stream. Guys, I don't think my body can manage a live stream. I have my fish to prepare for tomorrow, so I don't think I can manage a live stream tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna season up my fish, get to frying, and you guys should see me tomorrow though. I should do a live stream tomorrow, and you should see me over the weekend. But tonight, as much as I would love to, I don't think I can give you guys a live stream.
What you doing a live stream on tomorrow?
I don't even know, Formula. I don't even know. I wanna do something since a few people have asked me. Like they've sent me a few messages like in my DMs. So
Eddie, it's easier talking a virgin. Why that? It is easier talking a virgin.
So I'm gonna yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I do that, I won't be able to sleep at all. That's all that was for me.
Exactly, cool. You know that me just there gonna say that. But this coach coming, but me I wonder why coach say Eddie prison work 17. No, I'm get it, Bridget. No, Eddie, the damn rep keeper is 17 years old, Bridget. She's a child.
Oh God! Wow.
Yeah, Bridget, you got prison, Eddie. No, Eddie, lift up off of that one there, Eddie. A prison work that Eddie. Eddie's a laugh out, Lord. I don't think Eddie knew she was 17. I don't think Eddie knew she was 17. All right.
Oh. Yeah, I got nervous. I got a little bit nervous. I sensed greatness in the room and got a little bit nervous, fumbling over my words.
Oh, good. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the next round now. What regardless of how the group looks, obviously we don't know how the group is gonna look, right? I think it's next week Tuesday is the draw.
It should be on the 18th. Going off what the gaffer said. So the 18th is the 18th a Tuesday or a Wednesday?
The 18th is 4 days from now.
So
Monday.
The 18th
there
is
you
a
go.
Monday.
So by Monday we should know who we are playing. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But whatever group we get placed in, what do you think are the girls, from a scale of 1 to 10, what are the girls' chances of, in your estimation, of finishing in the top 2?
Finishing in the top 2, that's a untimely question, if we're being honest there, Formula. And it's not about doubting who they could play up against. Like I said, I need to go ahead and watch the other opponents. I do hold beliefs that they will qualify, but I still want to go and watch the other opponents so that I can actually add balance to whatever it is I'm thinking of. Because what I don't want to do is just bring complete biasness to your show. It's obvious that I'm going to say that, yeah, we'll finish in the top 2 because of what I know of the Reggae Girlz, but I also want to know the balance, the possibilities that could happen in terms of the challenges that we'll face along the way. Because, look at how well a team like Haiti performed. Haiti, I think they had like 42 goal difference. That's no
44.
joke. 44. It's even worse than I thought. I mean, they are absolutely no joke. So I need to look at the other opponents and see what they bring to the table. But I think that regardless of what's in front of us, game by game, I think we'll qualify for the World Cup come the end of the tournament. So I'm expecting us to be going to Australia and New Zealand.
If it's a relatively easy group.
So I don't think anything is easy though, Formula. That's
no, I mean relative in terms of it's like if it's the easier of the two groups.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, judging by what I know right now of our competitors, I think there's a huge chance we could finish in the top 2.
Yeah, there is. There is a chance. The chance is 100% there. Most certainly, 100% there. But between now and July, anything could happen. So, you know, I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's one of those questions that's one for the future, because anything can happen. Hopefully not where our team is concerned between now and July. There's plenty of football to be played at club level as well. So I think it's more...
I don't know what coach is talking about. I think coach is having a conversation with somebody in the chat.
He's talking about me and my seasoning up the fish and saying I'm going to fry it for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like to invite Manchester United fans into my home and let them get too close
into your fish fry.
Yeah, I mean, all the other fans except them, you know, for obvious reasons. So, sorry, coach. Sorry about that.
No Manchester United personnel allowed inside Crystal's fish fry.
No, not inside my kitchen.
I think the girls are, on paper at the very least, one of the top teams in CONCACAF. You know, I'm gonna show you guys what I showed Crystal yesterday. Hold on, let me try and see if I can bring it up on the screen. Showed Crystal this yesterday, right? And I showed it to her for a reason. So the United States of America, this is the FIFA Women's World Rankings, right? The United States of America is number 1, obviously. We have girls playing in the United States League, the top tier league. Sweden is number 2 in the world rankings. We have Reggae Girlz that are playing, quite a couple of them that are playing in the Swedish top tier league, right? France is number 3. We have had Reggae Girlz that have destroyed the France top tier league, right? Germany is number 4. Tiffany Cameron would have strutted her stuff in Germany for more than one team, if memory serves me right. Number 5 is the Netherlands. A player like Dominic Bonflaza was playing for PSV Eindhoven at one time. Number 6 is Canada. We have players playing in the Canadian League right now. And number 8 ranked team in the world is England. And we have a number of players that are playing in the English top tier right now as we speak. Just to give you guys an idea of just the quality of this particular team. I mean, think about where is the, let me try.
Don't say it, Formula.
Hold on, man. Let me try and see if I can find it.
Good tomorrow is Good Friday, people. That's all I'm saying.
Let me see if I can find it. The men's ranking. Let's look at the men's ranking.
I knew he was going to do it.
I just want to put it into perspective for our viewers, right? Just to put it into perspective of how the quality of the girls' teams, right? And I know this is all on paper. I know it's all on paper and the game is... I don't like when people say the game isn't played on paper, because it is played on paper to a certain extent. But look at the top 8 teams in the world. Think about this for a second, right? Suppose we had a Reggae Boys squad full of players that were starting in leagues the top tier leagues of the top 8 teams in the world ranking. So Brazil is number 1. Think about, if we had players starting in the Brazilian league, multiple players starting in the Belgium league, right? The France league, the Argentina league, the England league, Italy, Spain, who is number 8, Portugal. Just juxtapose the two. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? The mere fact that we have so many reggae girls that are starters in teams in first divisions of quite a couple of top 8 countries in the women's world ranking, right? Just gives you some idea or some indication as to the quality that the girls team possesses. And I juxtapose that with the FIFA men's ranking just to give you guys an idea of what our Reggae Boys team would look like if it was filled with players starting in top tier leagues in Brazil and Belgium and France and England, etc., etc. Right? So I think that this girls team is definitely good enough to get to the World Cup, right? The next round won't be easy for sure. There are definitely some things that need to be ironed out for sure. And a little double D40 needs to be applied to the machine as well, right? It's still a little bit, where did I say, creaky? Is creaky the right word? It not really move.
A little bit rusty. We're a little bit rusty.
Yeah. But
I think
you see glimpses of glamour.
Sorry, Formula.
Now, I was just saying that you see glimpses of glamour and what the girls are capable of for sure.
Definitely. I think since you brought up the men's team, I think if we're doing a comparison, I think one of the key difference there between the men's team and their female counterparts is the cohesion there between the women's team. I don't really think we necessarily see that where the men's team is concerned. And again, it's just too much that goes on in the men's camp, and that includes everyone, even the 12 men as well. The 12 man being divided, the 12 man where the Reggae Girls are concerned aren't divided. There's a unity there. The unity is fitting and matches the unity within the women's team. So yes, things might be different if they played in the top 10. If players were players applied their trade from the top 10 countries in the world in terms of quality of their football leagues. But to go with that, there needs to be cohesion there. There needs to be sincere unity with everyone, not just the players, the 12 man as well, because our voice counts. There's a reason why the players rely on the 12 man. If it's all toxic, then obviously things will fall apart.
Yeah. Thank you, Blair Video, for understanding my thinking. Woon, I also understand your thinking as well, right? I understand your point, but for you to have for most countries that are ranked in the top 10, top 15 world rankings in the world have solid leagues, right? And have leagues that we would love to see a number of our reggae boys starting in, right? So even when you looked at the men's ranking there, yes, the number one country in the men's ranking was what? Brazil. So they don't have the best league in the world, right? But they have a very good league. Certainly the best league in the Western Hemisphere. And to be fair to the Brazilian league, they produce a number of quality players. If all the players that the Brazilian league produced were to actually stay in Brazil, it would probably be right up there, if not close to the likes of England and Spain and Italy, right? But I know that, yes, I know Belgium, for instance, was top as well at one point, and they don't have the best league in the world, but we'd still like to see a number of our reggae boys playing in the Belgian Pro League because it's a top league. So yeah, that was my thinking. Thank you, Blair, for understanding. But I get what Wunun is saying as well, and it's a fair point. So, all right, Crystal, any final thoughts? on the Reggae Girls team before we get out of here?
Final thoughts. I'm excited for the next round. Proud of the girls, given the circumstances in which they've managed to come together and grind out the necessary results. I say again, football is a results game. So despite the fact that we looked a little bit rusty, a little bit disjointed in the middle of the park, particularly for the Dominican Republic game, at the end of the day, we got the necessary results. We could be sat here sulking and angry and having a lot of negative things to say, but really and truly we don't. Perhaps the most negative things that we have to say is we have to go back to the drawing board, and for me that's not negative, that's a positive, because what that tells me is that we're going to get better, or we should be getting better. And I'm also excited to see the reintroduction there of Drew Spence once she's eligible to play. Vin did say in the post-match conference that he believes she should be ready for the June and July windows. So hopefully that is the case. I say June because he did say he wants to put a camp in June for obvious reasons, given that we go again competitively in July. So hopefully all goes according to plan. Be also great to see Jade Bailey back in the fold as well. So there's lots of positive to think of. So I'm excited for what the future holds, and I still believe that we'll complete the quest and get to our second consecutive World Cup.
Team No Sleep will be exercising her culinary skills. I wonder who will vet that.
You know why he's always trying to fight me? Why are you always trying to fight me? And when I say something back, he fools his subscribers into thinking it's me. When I go over onto his platform and fire back, I look like the bad guy. This is proof, guys, that he's always trying to fight with me.
So we deliberately put it up on screen. Sometimes the chat doesn't show on the replay, so deliberately put it up on screen so that there is evidence of Coach Minzy giving my co-host Crystal Davis a fight. I wish the girls sincerely all the best. I think qualification for the World Cup and also us doing well at the World Cup is a possibility. But it's not an easy road ahead, right? There's gonna be difficult games, especially in the next round. You know what I'd love for our group to look like? I'd love for our group to look like Canada, Costa Rica, and Trinidad and Tobago. And that is what I would love our group to look like.
Sometimes you gotta speak certain things into existence, Formula.
Suppose we get a group like the USA, Mexico, and Haiti or Panama. That one terrible group that man.
I'll tell you this, they be thinking the same. They be thinking that's a challenging group. Nobody's gonna be looking at Jamaica like, oh, pushovers. No way they're looking at Jamaica like that. So if that is the case, everyone's looking at each other like this is a tough group. So like at the end of the day, we have nothing to be frightened of, because whoever comes our way, we have to play them. The results will be the results at the end of the day. So let's just take it one step at a time. And I'm like yourself, I'm looking forward to that draw.
I think this team is good enough to even sneak a result against Canada.
I'm excited to see. I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen, especially with the reinforcements as well. Hopefully we can have a quick turnaround with them coming back into the team. Hopefully we can have a quick turnaround and go again. Big month in July. July is a huge month for us, and I'm so excited. Thank you again, Formula. I know the other guys that supported me. I don't know if I believe you though. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I should give the love back. I feel like you're trying to fool people in the comment section. What do you think, Formula?
Look, on second thought, I think it would be best to stay out of this coaches this versus Crystal.
See now he's roped you in because he's tricked you with the I love you. Don't be fooled, guys. That's him, just classic Mr. Manchester United. Do not be fooled by him, okay?
These are two friends So it might not go well. I don't want to be forced to pick
I
a
don't know if
side
we were
here.
friends. I don't know if we're friends because we were supposed to meet up in Jamaica and he cancelled on me. So I want everyone to know that.
Who,
Yep.
me?
No, not you. Coach is
Oh,
there.
coach.
Yeah.
But you and coach never did link up when you last came out here.
Yeah, when but that was at the game and we planned something there on the spot and he cancelled on me. So don't be fooled by
after.
all this "I love you" nonsense. Okay, he's just trying to come across as the good guy. Don't be fooled by him. Definitely don't let him fool you.
Coach says it's not verses, it's real love.
What's he saying in the comment section?
But
Don't be fooled.
Yeah. But I wish the girls all the best, and I really think that this is a talented group of players, and they can achieve great things. So
100%.
let's hope it manifests itself, and also I really hope that the girls can get some friendlies before the next round kicks off. So guys, I think that's it. I did promise Crystal that I would send her to bed very early tonight. She's really, that's a good nickname for her, no sleep, right? Crystal, I don't think Crystal has gotten more than an hour. Crystal, them just shot for probably an hour at most over probably the last week or two. So
I'm not gonna lie, I am tired. It's been the 10th week. You know why? Because people just kept on asking for more content. So I disbelieve you. I'm not trusting nobody who supports Man U. When you return, we'll go to the. See, look at him trying to draw me up because he knows I love lobster. I told you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I know Crystal like the lobster.
See, he knows I love seafood, so now he's trying to rope me back in. But I'll keep you guys updated on what Coach's Desk has offered. Don't hold your breath, guys, in the comment section, because it's probably going to be a no-show like his team Manchester United this season. But let's just see. What was I saying again, Formula? Oh yeah, content.
With the live streams,
Yeah, people have been asking for more content, so I'm just like, okay, I'll give you guys the content. But yeah, I need to catch up on some sleep tonight. I don't even think I'm gonna get much sleep because, like I said, that fish needs to be fried and food needs to be eaten tomorrow. So I'll try and come back online tomorrow for you guys, though.
Yeah, and of course, we love when Crystal does live streams. So you guys and I will definitely be looking out for that and looking forward to that. I don't know when I'll do my next live stream.
No, we're not having that. We need another live stream from me before the week comes to an end. We can't have Formula going missing on Why? Why can't you do it?
No, videos. I'm gonna drop, like, more than likely I'll drop a video tomorrow. I'll do short video. I've been doing so many lives since this week. Like, I have the energy. Like, I don't know people do so many lives. People think lives drain the energy,
Yeah,
I don't know about other people, but I don't know. Probably because I am more of an introverted kind of a person. But to do lives take a whole lot out of you, man.
It does. I'm not gonna lie.
So, I kind of need to recharge the batteries, so to speak. I can't just do lives every day, no.
Have I ever had you and Coach's Desk on a live at the same time?
I think we have been on what? No, lie. I can't remember that. No.
I don't think I have. I need to make that happen. I need to get the both of you on a live.
When both of us did that first live stream together over at Coach had left.
That was the first time I met you. Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was the first time meeting you. You was the gaffer in charge.
Coach never need the Richard's Roots. Richard's Roots drink thing when promote on him channel.
I know the juice.
Mm-hmm.
Is he trying to get a free promo out of you?
Yeah, him have the richest roots drink where him promote on him channel. You remember Coach say one time, Coach say, yo, him don't know if it working, all he know is when him drink it, him can't sleep. So, I think Man of Steel did give the drink a glowing recommendation. So, Man of Steel just get married, so Man of Steel need the richest roots drink.
Who's Man of Steel?
You don't know Brian, Man of Steel is a subscriber to our channel, and yeah man, somebody that always jump on the stream and give me a strength as well.
Okay. Well, for Coach's Desk, you shouldn't be promoting stuff that you haven't tested out yourself, or if it hasn't had the desired effect. I would call that false promotion. So if I buy something and I might sue you. I'm gonna let you know, Mr. Coach's Desk.
Yeah, but
with the promos, or is that just for men? You gotta let us know. Is that man and woman, or is that just?
I think him says for everybody, man, woman, and child. AKA Pinkwall boss. That's Brian's nickname, Pinkwall.
Okay, I don't think I've actually seen him.
You've probably seen him. You just don't know that that's his name or that's what we refer to him as.
Okay.
Yeah, man. All right. So, guys, we're not going to keep Crystal longer. Crystal needs to fry her fish and go to her bed. Since she needs some sleep, she has been up for far too many Crystal, all 6 o'clock in the morning, Crystal is up.
I know, and then I have to start work at 9 o'clock, so I don't even know how I've done it. I honestly, this week, almost 2 weeks now without proper sleep. I don't know how I've actually done it, but I'm still standing.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't going to show it for this particular live stream.
No, I don't mind, because I would have been up anyways. I would have been
up. You bad me up on your channel. You bad me up and say you would drape me up and say you would if you bring me up on the channel. Anyways, all right. So guys, thanks for being here with us, guys. Much appreciated as always. Again, wishing the Reggae Girlz all the best going forward. Thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to all the commenters and the those who watch but don't view. Everybody's contribution is much appreciated. Guys, stay safe, take care. Look out for Crystal's live tomorrow, and look out for continued content from the Formula Sports. Take care, stay safe, and until next time, guys.